WaterGuard from Impey is the complete waterproof tanking membrane for all wet room environments. Self-adhesive on one side, only 1 mm thick, and with inbuilt decoupling properties of 10 mm. WaterGuard can also be used on walls and offers strong vertical load-bearing properties of 30 kg per meter squared. When installing WaterGuard, it is important to ensure that the floor and bottom 75 mm of your walls are ready for application. To do this, smooth down any protrusions and ensure the whole floor is grease and dust-free. Now that you have prepared the floor, you can start the waterproofing process. Apply this applied primer to all porous surfaces which will be covered by the membrane with a suitable brush. When the primer is fully dry, you can begin to insert the pre-formed corners. Remove the plastic backing covers one at a time and form gently into the corner, ensuring a clean connection. Repeat for all internal and external corners. Using the jointing tape provided, line all wall-to-floor junctions. When doing this, you should have at least 75 mm of the tape going up the wall and covering the floor. Now that all of the connections have been secured, you will need to split the room into 1 meter lengths using the jointing tape. Measure 1 meter from the wall adjacent to the deck and mark a guideline for the jointing tape. Then measure 1 meter from that line and so on until you have filled the entire room. Lay jointing tape centered to these lines all the way from one wall to the next. It is vitally important to remove the WaterGuard clamping ring and set aside with the 4 screws. Replace this with the supplied round cutting guide. Measure and cut the required length of membrane, and then gradually remove the release paper and carefully set into position, pressing firmly onto the floor surface and jointing tape, allowing a 2 to 3 mm gap for sealant. Do this until the entire room is covered, including the drain, and then apply butyl sealant to all joints. Locate the drain aperture and carefully cut the membrane using the cutting guide. Once cut, remove the guide and press the edges of the membrane into the dished area of the drain base and replace the clamping ring and screw down with the 4 screws. We advise that this entire installation process is completed with reference to the full supplied installation guide. Applying WaterGuard to walls is just as simple. Ensure that all wall-to-floor junctions are overlapped and take note of how many zones you wish to tank. As a minimum, we recommend 1 zone. There you have it. WaterGuard, a faster and easier method of tanking a leak-free wet floor area.